Liam, tonight I won't be coming back there, so take care of the place.
What? Again with this Maren? Just this month now, you've gone out and stayed out for the night how many times now? Aren't things starting to become a bit too frequent now?
Oh? Are you trying to put a limit on my life now? You're going to put a leash on me, the one that chose you out of all the men I could have married?
All the men you could have married?
I didn't mean that in some crazy way, okay? I meant that back before I started to date you, I'd been asked out by all sorts of men, but turned them all down besides you.
And I know why the reason for all that is. You're very pretty, and you have the body of a model. Back after college, when you came up to me and told me how much you liked me, I was so happy and thought that day would never come. And soon after that, you and I got married and everything.
So if you're still happy to be with me, then no more complaints about the way I'm living my life. As for tonight, I'll be staying at my friend's place. Good night. Carly, it's been a little while since I've last spoken with you. Do you have any guesses as to where I am right now? I happen to be at a hotel with your husband Josh. And of course, this isn't your average hotel either. He and I are here with the intent of getting it on tonight, so we've made sure it's the kind of hotel that honeymooners would come to. Josh and I. For some reason, he and I are just meant for one another. And if this hasn't already been obvious to you as well, your husband Josh is a whole lot more handsome than your little brother. He also brings in way more money. 3 months ago, when I got married to Liam, I had just started to find out who his older sister was married to, and I regretted the fact that I got married too quickly. But, well, in the end, Josh has told me that compared to his plain and fat wife, I am a whole lot prettier and fitter than you. And that's why I'll be taking Josh from you for the time being. Please and thank you. Now, I have to get back to pleasing my good-looking man. I hope you won't mind this too much. Liam, do you have a second to talk?
Hi, Carly. Sure. What's going on?
Liam, have you even noticed that your wife is cheating on you right now?
Huh? What's all this about now? Her and I have only been together with one another as husband and wife for the past 3 months. Don't start saying things that'll get me all paranoid, please.
The reason why I'm telling you this now is because if I don't, things will only hurt worse for you when you find out yourself.
Right, but all of this is coming out of left field and makes absolutely no sense.
I understand that I'm being very blunt about this right now. And both you and I haven't really been very close to each other for a while, so please forgive me for this.
Well, I don't really care that you're being blunt or anything. But anyway, what's going on here?
Just last night, I got some texts from Maren telling me all about how she took my husband to a hotel.
Took him to a hotel? And she texted you about that?
She was going on and on about how she took Josh and had him at a hotel with her where they were making love. Hey, that Maren chick. Does she still think that you and I are completely avoiding one another still, and that's why she did that to me?
That might be the case. And recently Maren has been going out quite a lot. And when she does, she'll stay the night wherever she's gone out to. Ever since Mum and Dad got divorced a little while back, she's been going out a lot and not coming back home until the morning. And I think she's doing that because she assumes I'm still thinking about the divorce.
I see. So that's how she got away with all of this, and you weren't able to figure out what she was really up to.
All those texts that she sent you, do you think you could show them to me?
Sure, I was planning to do that from the start. I know that this is all very sudden for you, but could you come and see me later today or tomorrow? I can send you the screenshots of all the messages she sent me, but also want to meet in person to talk about what we're going to do about all of this.
Alright. How about we get a table at some restaurant, have a conversation there? Try somewhere out of town so nobody that we might know hears us talking.
Good point. I think we should go ahead and do that.
Then I'm going to hit up one of my old friends that runs a restaurant out in the countryside. See if he can get us a table. He's still very close to me, so he'd never talk about anything he overhears from us. I'll make sure to send you the time and everything, and we can meet it later.
Sounds good. Thank you, Liam. Carly, this is about my love life with your husband Josh and all. I've noticed that you never ever replied any of my texts about us, but you are reading these as I can see the messages being left unread. How can a fatty like you be allowed to ghost me like that? You actually think you have the right to do something like that? The only people that are allowed to ghost others are beautiful women like me when we're trying to sift around for the right man. It's just lame for someone as fat as you to do it to me when your husband is pretty much abandoning you. You idiot. Oh, that's right. I have to tell you what I started texting you for. I have been proposed to by Josh. And that means he's going to start working on divorcing you now. So please make sure to end things with him quickly for me. Hey, Liam, please divorce me.
What?
I found myself a new person to love. But him and I still have not done anything yet, so you can't say that I've been cheating on you or anything. But we're getting a divorce.
This is pretty abrupt.
Well, we've only really been married for close to half a year, right? Just be happy that you were able to be married to a pretty woman like me. And since you're thankful for the fact that I allowed you to be married to me, you will allow me to follow what makes me happy and get this divorce, right?
Who are you with?
Right. I'm sure at some point you'll be able to figure it out. I'm with Josh, your older sister's husband.
So you've been working towards stealing my sister's husband from her this whole time?
I never meant for anything like that, honestly. But in the end, of course, things look that way. I wasn't trying to lure him away from her or anything, though. I just look way too good to all men, and so he just, he started to tell me how much he loved me and then said he wanted to get married. He knew that someone like me was already married, yet he wanted me so badly, That's why in the end I just gave in to his demands. But I told him that before he and I can truly be a couple, I had to finish up the relationship I have with you. So would you please divorce me?
Do you understand that by stealing someone else's husband, you're asking for a lot in return from my sister?
Oh, are you worried about her or something now?
We have to understand that she's in fact my sister.
Well, I'm not worried about her, and you shouldn't be either. I'm sure you feel a little bit bad for her and what she could do to me, but you and her have been at odds forever and never talked to one another. You and I both know that your older sister was never raised with any love from your guys' parents, and that's why she's such an outcast. But honestly, if she's going to start getting upset with me, I won't care. Some plain-looking fatty like her doesn't mean a thing to me anyway. So please don't worry about her and I, and just focus on that divorce now. You can leave the thought of your fat and ugly sister be.
Marn, you went and sent my older sister all kinds of texts about how you'd been stealing him from her, right? When she saw all that, she started to talk with some lawyers and have you both investigated by them. And of course, she had the results of said investigation shown to me as well. We both know about how the moment you married me, you started to have a secret relationship with Josh.
Hold on a second. I'll ask you this one more time, but you and your sister aren't close to one another, right? You had told me all about that before, right?
That's true. But things have started to get better recently.
What?
You know about how my parents got divorced a little while back, right? Well, back when that divorce took place, my parents were able to have a talk with her about what all happened between her and them, and what made her so upset. And well, I was just as upset with my parents about a lot of things. When her and I got to talking about our relationships to them, we learned just how similarly the both of us had felt. And during that whole time, being together with our parents, we had wanted to be close to one another, but were sure that we were hated by the other.
What?
But after learning the truth about our feelings from one another, we became pretty close again.
What the heck? I never heard anything about that all happening between you two.
I was going to tell you all about this. I was going to send you a text about it all, but I thought things would sound weird over text, so I've been waiting for the chance to tell you in person. But you're always out of the house and never coming home at night. There was never any time to tell you anything in person, so I was kind of stuck thinking about what I should do. Then I got a text from my sister saying that you had been sending her texts about how you were having an affair with Josh.
Wait, what the heck is going on here? I thought that the two of you still hated one another's guts or something, so I could act all high and mighty around your sister and you'd never give a crap about her. I didn't think that you'd ever be told anything by her either, since you were both at odds, and that's why I wanted to have some fun with his whole situation. Why the hell at a time like this did you both decide to make up to become close again?
It's not like her and I chose this specific time to become close to one another again. Things just happen this way, and that's what led up to how things will end up now.
Ugh, Jesus, I'm pissed off now.
Well then, let me tell your cheating butt all the good news.
What?
Carly has told me she doesn't need her husband anymore.
Huh? She doesn't need him.
You think she'd still want to be with a man that's gone and stabbed her in the back like that? It sounds like she's already gone and handed in the divorce papers that Josh gave to her a couple of days ago.
Wait, so they're both divorced now?
Now let me be honest here. I don't care how pretty of a woman you really are. If you're going to cheat on me with my own sister's husband, there is no room open in my heart for you, so we can get a divorce.
I see.
Of course, both my sister and I will be getting settlements from the both of you for having cheated on us.
For some reason I'm not all too happy with this outcome, and I'm really not looking forward to those settlements. But if I'm going to be able to marry Josh now, then I guess he'll be able to pay off all those settlements for me. Well, I suppose one could say that this kind of an ending is alright.
Then let's conclude things with that.
And luckily, Josh is next in line for becoming a CEO.
What?
Liam, I know that you've been working a long time for that company and make decent money. But you're never going to end up like Josh, who will soon become a CEO, right? I'll leave you with this. When it comes to all of you office workers out there in the world, the only way you're going to make it big is by forcing yourself to become better and gain more skills. And for me, I only want to be with men like Josh who have done that and are now going to become higher up in their company.
Not really sure what you're going on about there. But from what I've heard from Carly, that seat that Josh had saved for him is gone now.
Huh?
He went and did a lot of really idiotic things there, and now his new seat is that of being fired.
Fired? What the hell did he do?
From what I heard from my sister, he would use company money when he'd go out to have affairs with different women, including yourself. He would use the money on things like hotels and room service, as well as those high-end cars he'd always be driving in to go pick up his woman. And well, the company caught on to all that, and when they learned it was the man they had wanted to be the next CEO doing all of it, well, you get the picture. The current CEO was not happy about what he heard, and neither was the rest of the company, as many of them really liked Josh and were looking forward to him being in charge of the company next.
No way. Then that means the hotels we stayed in and the room service we got and that car of his, all of that was paid for using the company's money and weren't all from his own income?
That's what it sounds like.
No way that's all true.
Now back to what we've been talking about. I'm talking with my lawyer about all this. And I'm going to leave the divorce in his hands from here on out.
Huh?
He'll be coming to speak with you about the divorce soon. If you have anything else you'd like to say about things, then please let him know about it before asking to talk with me.
Liam, I'll go ahead and break things off with Josh, alright? So let's forget about this whole divorce thing, alright?
No.
What?
Goodbye forever, Maren. A little bit after that, my lawyer was able to confirm that both Maren and Josh would be paying me a settlement in one lump payment, and then from there we were able to get our divorce. Josh made sure to pay my sister and I right away, and after that we never really heard much about it again, besides that he lost his job already and would most likely be moving out of state. Apparently things between him and Maren had really fallen off in those few days, between the divorces and him paying the money, so they weren't even talking to one another anymore. From there, I went and spoke with my higher-ups, and they made sure to contact another branch of the company and had me transferred away from here. My older sister went ahead and did the same thing as me, and luckily enough we both ended up in the same relative area after the transfers. Right now, the both of us are starting to enjoy a lot more things together as brother and sister, while also not forcing a good relationship to happen all that much. While my sister and I have been enjoying things away from the town we used to live in, I received some word about what my ex tried to do. After paying off the settlement, she ended up in a lot of debt and grew upset because of that. So she made an attempt to find me at my old house where she could try and get back together with me again. But what she didn't know is that I already went and sold that house and moved away. So after banging on the door screaming to get back together with me, the door opened to 3 men who grabbed her and brought her inside the house. Since then, there's not been any word about her whereabouts. I'm not sure if anyone will be able to find her again. Honestly, I think it's best nobody knows about where she went. Most of us don't care anyway. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kim, I need you to put together the deck for this afternoon's management meeting and prepare the room for 20 people by 1 p.m. Good morning, Stacy. I think you may have forgotten, but I'm actually off today and tomorrow. Oh, are you now? Well, do you think I care? Why don't you just shut up and do as I say if you want to keep your job in my office? In fact, I will fire you right this moment if you're not going to follow my instructions. I can't believe you think a temp staff like you can talk back to me. Have you forgotten that you can be easily replaced? I know that you're reaching your 40s, but your age doesn't mean anything to me. You are my subordinate, therefore required to listen to my orders. If you can't do as I say, then I will simply discard you. Stacy, with all due respect, surely you don't mean that. Of course I do. Come to the office and prepare for the meeting now. You must complete the deck by noon. And make sure the projector is ready to use. Stacy, please. Besides, I could understand if you want me to prepare the meeting room, but the presentation deck? Isn't that something the director asked you to prepare personally? I recall correctly, he asked you over 2 weeks ago. So what? The deck is as good as mine if someone from my team completes it. In other words, you need to do a really good job, or else I'm going to fire you. Do not make me look like a fool at the meeting today. Now come on, you're running out of time. You need to get on with it. Like I said, I cannot. Physically, I'm not even in town. I'm at my husband's parents' house right now. What the hell? Where is that? Like 4 hours away? So there's no way I can make it to the meeting in the afternoon or work on your presentation deck. Please do it yourself or find someone else. Excuse me? 4 hours away? What the hell are you doing out of town on a weekday? You can't tell me where I can or can't be on my day off. And as a note, I requested and had this paid leave approved over a week ago. You approved it too. Oh, I did, huh? Well, I don't remember. It's marked on my calendar, which you have access to, and I also reminded you a couple of days ago. So I can't follow your orders today or tomorrow. Sorry, Stacy. My husband is looking for me. I have to go. Good luck on the meeting. No, wait a minute, Kim. I need the deck to be done by noon. I'll never finish it on time. Kim? Hello?
Hey sis, you have a minute?
Of course, Seb. What's up?
I know this is out of the blue for you, but is it possible to borrow your van on the morning of my wedding this weekend? There's been a mix-up with the limousine service, and it looks like we were double booked with another event.
Oh dear.
I have to look for another service quickly to pick up guests from the airport in the morning. I made a few calls already, but it's so last minute that I can't find anything decent.
Seb, it's not a problem. If our van is a good option for you, then you're free to use our van. In fact, my husband is next to me right now and he's offering to drive your guests.
Are you serious? Greg would do that?
It's probably best that way. The van is nice, but it's hard to get used to. We would feel more comfortable if someone used to the car drove it.
Man, that would be so great.
Will you talk to him directly later on with the details?
Absolutely. I will call him later. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, have you told your colleagues that I'm your brother? You might surprise the people who don't know anything about us.
Well, I told some of my colleagues while we were talking about family and their professions. It's not like I'm hiding anything. That said, I don't want everyone to think that I'm boasting about you, so I decided not to mention it unless you came up in the conversation.
Okay, that's understandable.
I mean, I know you've invited many people from the office, so I guess it'll be widely known after this weekend, which I knew was going to happen when I started working in your office a month ago. So that's that.
Yeah, I mean, all the manager class folks know, but the others, I can already picture their surprised faces. Be prepared to have a bunch of people ask why you never told them.
I'll make sure I have a good line.
All right, well, I better get going. We have last-minute preparations for the wedding. Thanks again about the van. Could you please let Greg know I'll call him in about an hour?
Sure I will.
Talk to you later, then.
Okay, good luck preparing for your big day.
Hey, Kim, I'm just checking in on you and Greg. Is everything smooth sailing? You on your way here?
Yes, I am. I'm driving our other car to the venue right now.
Okay, so you didn't go with Greg. Is he on his way to pick up the guests?
I think he already picked them up. He should have left the airport by now and be on his way to the venue with everyone.
Okay, that is great. I really owe him one. I feel bad using him like a driver, but he saved this wedding. I'll make sure to thank him for everything.
You've already mentioned it many times, Toby. Don't worry about what you owe him and focus on your big day. Are you nervous?
A little bit, but not as much as the bride.
It's going to be a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you guys soon. I should be arriving in about 30 minutes.
Okay, drive safely. I will. See you there.
Kim, what the hell are you doing here? I just saw you talking to Toby. Don't tell me you invited yourself. Just because everyone from the office is here does not mean a part-timer like you are invited. You know, I actually saw you talking to him when he visited our floor the other day. Are you trying to make a move on him? You are a married woman now. How dare you embarrass me like this? You need to leave. Now. Hello? Are you ignoring my messages? You know, I was being nice texting you before I humiliate you in front of everyone. But fine, if you're going to ignore me, I guess I'll have to do what is necessary. I won't let you crash this wedding. Gosh, that felt good. I should have gotten a picture. You should have seen your face. Oh, classic. You looked really good in red, too. I can't believe you poured wine on me. What did I ever do to you? You didn't even tell me why you did that. Well, someone has to teach you a lesson, right? You're merely a part-timer who's been working for me for a few weeks. I know you're trying to get a piece of the men attending this wedding, including the CEO. You don't belong here. Get out. Stacy, you've gotten it all wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. Of course I do, you whore. Wow, I am lost for words. You know what? Forget it. There really is no point in trying to talk to you. Just pay the venue or the hosts back for wasting a good wine, will you? I didn't take it from the bar. What? Where did you find that bottle then? Some newbie from our office had it. A bunch of them were going to give it to Toby as a wedding gift. What? You wasted someone else's gift to attack me? The idea was so stupid anyway. Toby didn't need any cheap wine from a bunch of youngsters. It was more important to get rid of you from the wedding. How dare you? Well, you got the message now, didn't you? You are not welcome. Get your sorry ass out of here. If I see you walking around again, I will rip your dress up into pieces. I'm not the one leaving. You are, you piece of shit. I beg your pardon. That gift was not some cheap wine from the supermarket. The young employees bought a wine from the same birth year as Toby. It was supposed to be a beautiful surprise gift. They all pitched in to buy it out of thoughtfulness, and you've ruined it. You are going to be so sorry for what you've done, Stacy. You fool. Excuse me, this is your own fault. If you never came to crash the wedding that you weren't invited to, none of this would have happened. Okay, just give me a second here. I need to take a deep breath before I go on. All right, I'm back. Apologies for the language. Your level of ignorance has pushed my frustration over the limit, but I am calm now. And now that I am, I'm going to report what you've done to the CEO. Excuse me for the time being. Huh? You're going to talk to the CEO? You think he's going to listen to a word you say? You are a part-time worker. He's not going to take an old woman like you seriously. Know your place already. Get the hell out of here now. Toby, I think I might be late for the ceremony. I'm so sorry.
Oh, why? Is everything okay?
Long story short, Stacy deliberately poured wine over me and kicked me out of the venue.
I beg your pardon? What the hell? Why would she do something like that?
Because she believes that I'm here to pick up men and that I'm going to crash the wedding. She doesn't seem to know who I am to you, nor will she listen.
Oh my God, I am so sorry this is happening to you. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. One of the staff saw the whole thing and has offered to help. I asked her to fill you in on the details later when you have a moment. I'll also forward you a screenshot of her messages. You'll be able to understand what she did to me. You won't believe her attitude. Plus, you're going to be pissed about what she did to the other employees.
Okay, I'll make sure I read them all. But, so what are you gonna do? Is your dress damaged? Are you heading home to get changed?
I'm heading to the boutique down the street right now. I'll just buy something quickly and head back. The same staff offered me a dressing room where I can get changed. The makeup artist was still around too, so she's going to help me with my face and hair. So I might be entering the ceremony a bit late, but I promise I will be there. Meanwhile, I know you only have like 30 minutes until you walk down that aisle, but can I leave Stacy to you?
Of course, don't worry about that part. I'll handle it.
I'm so sorry. I hate to do this to you on your wedding day.
Hey, none of this is your fault. I got your back.
Thanks, Toby. I'll move as fast as I can. Kim? Hey, Kim! Oh, come back to the venue now! Why the hell did you not tell me you were Toby's sister? Was I supposed to find out myself, huh? Answer me! Funny, it's true that there are employees who do not know that I'm the CEO's sister, but I've been told that everyone who are manager rank and up have been notified. What? Then why the hell do I not know? I guess you missed it as usual. You should really go through your emails, you know. I know you hardly ever read them, but nowadays, majority of the important notices come via email. I kind of always had the feeling that you didn't know. I mean, it's not a hard guess considering the way you've been treating me. By the way, do you even realize you are completely two-faced, treating your subordinates horribly while sucking up to your bosses? You should have told me! Why, so you could suck up to me too? Sorry, but I don't categorize people by ass-kissing or ranks like you do. Besides, it doesn't matter who you treat badly. The fact that you mistreat anyone is the issue. You have crossed too many lines. Okay, fine, whatever. Just come back before I get into any more trouble, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been inside the venue for the past hour. Huh? You heard me. Thanks to you, I had to go buy a new dress down the street, but everyone here has been very supportive and helped me get tidied up quickly. I missed the first couple of minutes of the ceremony, but I was able to witness most of it. No way! I thought I'd be able to get back in if I found you. What am I supposed to do then? I'm standing in front of the door like an idiot. That you are. I suggest you leave. You don't have any other option. As the family of the groom, I'm telling you that you do not belong here. Wait, no, let me in! I want to be part of this wedding! I've been looking forward to seeing Toby today for so long! I must go now. We're beginning the reception soon. Kim, stop ignoring me! Oh, you have to pick up! Hello? Jesus, Stacy, what? You want to stalk me now? You're out of your mind! Oh, it's you! Finally! Well, you kind of left me no choice but to react. Do you even realize you've left me 300 missed calls? Well, why the hell are you not in the office today? I wouldn't have called you so much if you were here. We need to talk. After what happened on the weekend, my safety has become a concern. So I've been directed by the CEO to take a day off today. Frankly, I'm glad I don't have to see you today. You actually scare me. Kim, please, you have to help me. Help you? Why would I ever help you? You harassed me badly. I was told to go home just now. They're not going to let me inside the office until they decide what to do about me. I actually might get fired. I think your brother is mad at me because of what happened between us. But you know it was just a misunderstanding, don't you? He can't fire me for making a silly mistake. Besides, it happened outside of the office. You know I didn't mean to attack you or anything, so I need you to talk to him for me. Tell him you forgive me and that it was just a miscommunication. Stacy, there is no point for you to ask me for help, because that's not the only reason why you're in deep trouble. First of all, a misunderstanding does not cut what you did to me at the wedding. So no, I will not talk to my brother for you. But even if I did, it would be hard to regain your trust since the board has been discussing your behavior prior to the wedding. Huh? You see, you're the only one who doesn't understand the corporate compliance. You have broken so many by harassing your subordinates. There have been reports on your behavior numerous times. They know that you've coerced unnecessary work onto your teammates. Sometimes on their days off, just like you tried to make me work on mine. You call them useless and other horrible names if they ever decline, and treat them even worse once they're back in the office. They know that you've tried to take advantage of younger workers in the office, hinting promotion in exchange of a sexual relationship. I mean, how could you not think that that is against the compliance? Where is your common sense? And on top of it all, you attacked me at the wedding with what was supposed to be a beautiful gift for the newlyweds. Well, guess what, Stacy? My brother has a big heart, but not big enough for ignorant fools like you. In fact, he had apologized at his own wedding for letting you off the hook until now. He said he was sorry he didn't handle you much sooner. He said that? Oh no, this is pretty bad, isn't it? Yes, it is. Anyway, now you know that you asking me for help is not going to change the situation. So please stop calling me and leave me alone. Come on, Kim, help another woman out, won't you? I'll tell you what, if you help me get out of this trouble, I assure you that you will get a raise. I will make a huge presentation about how great you are and that you deserve so much more pay. That's not such a bad deal, is it? You are unbelievable. Huh? Is that not enough? What else could you want from me then? You are wasting my time. Goodbye, Stacy. I don't think we'll ever speak again. Wait, what? You're not declining my offer now, are you? You'd be so silly to let your chance for a raise slide. Hello? Hello, Kim? I later found out that Stacy has been obsessed with my brother for a few years. She used to work in a department closer to him, and although she had known he was in a relationship with his current wife, she consistently made moves on him. Her obsession became worse after my brother made it clear that he was not interested, so the HR had to move her to another section which had no direct interaction with him. A few days after my last conversation with her, she received an official letter notifying her punitive dismissal from the company. In addition to losing her job, she was sued by a group of her subordinates who had been the target of her bullying for months. On top of that, she was, of course, made to pay for my dress and damages, as well as the aged wine that was supposed to be a gift. I guess getting fired and being sued all at once made her lose it. The day after her official notice, she tried to force herself into the office building to talk to my brother. Security stopped her immediately, which only made her even more hysterical. She made such a scene that the police were called in and was eventually taken away. Her poor parents had to travel for hours only to bail their grown daughter out. I heard that her embarrassed parents dragged her back to the countryside where she now works night and day to pay for everything she's done.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.